Hello lovelies. So if you're watching this video, that means you are watching the recap of how we made this beautiful lathery and foamy laundry bar using palm oil, which is not bleached, and some ingredients like SLS, STTP, and sugar water. So I would like to show you the basic steps for you to see how you made this soap. The soap is not that difficult to make, although palm oil can be a bit tricky, but I am glad that we pulled it off. This is the finished product. It's very yellow because we maintained the real color, but as you can see, it lathers a lot. So with this soap, we use the super fat of 5%. And here we are. First thing you do is you weigh your caustic soda after calculating everything on your soap calc. Then you make sure you get your exact weight, because we all know caustic soda, if it's too much, it becomes very corrosive. After weighing the water, you mix your caustic soda with the water. And here you should always mix soda in water, not water on the soda. So here is your next ingredient, which is your STTP. You weigh all of your STTP in a separate bowl. Make sure you have the right amount. Always make sure you have the right amount, because you know when we're working with chemicals, it's hard. For STTP, you can add water directly to it. So you add your right amount of water. And then the next one we have our SLS. SLS too helped to make the soap foam a lot, because SLS is a surfactant. And STTP, which you first weighed, that one is it helps to cleanse clothes, make it clean. Huh? So after weighing your SLS, you also weigh in your oil. Here, the oil, you just let it on the stove. And then we have our sugar water in process. So here we go. You add extra water to your sugar water that we already calculated. This is just a short recap until the water becomes like this. And then you line your mold. After lining your mold, make sure all of the spaces are clean. You grease your cutter, because we know this is an iron mold. Then we weigh our sugar water, because everything that we're using needs to be weighed, okay? So the mixing process starts. This is your fragrance. You make sure that we set our mold, weigh our everything. So here, when the temperature of the oil is warm, you just pour it in your mixing container. First thing you add is STTP. You add the STTP, you mix, you mix, you mix. And then you add in your SLS, you continue mixing, okay? Here is the last ingredient you add, which is the caustic soda solution. And then you continue mixing. So after adding the caustic soda solution, you add in your sugar water and your fragrance. So here you can see with palm oil, it becomes thick very fast. This is a super thick trace, and we like to reach at least medium to light trace. But with palm oil, it becomes very hard. So it started to separate a little bit, so we had to use the stick blender to make it a bit smooth. But when it reached this consistency, it was enough for us to pour on our mold. And surprisingly, it became very easy to remove from the mold the following day. I'll show you the video of that. So you already grease your mold cutter. Just put it inside, press it in. And because the top was a bit too rough, you need to try to make it smooth. And here we are with the soap. So it's currently inside, and this batch is 10,500. So it's a lot of soap. And we made above more than 100 bars of soap, okay? So the next day, we removed the bars from the mold. We are shaping it with our mold shaper to give it a nice local laundry soap shape. So this is the finished product. This is how the soap looks like. It's very nice. We smoothen the edges. You can see others are using rulers to make it look more neat, while others are shaping it. So this one is the one that we did with the Pringle cutter. Yeah, they are both really nice soaps. Soaps that lather a lot. And if you really want to know how these things are made, like a full detailed video on how we calculate everything, you just let me know. This is just a short recap video for those that are doing the face-to-face class, not to forget how we calculated everything. So this is the finished product again. And mashallah, there you go. You can wash your aprons. It smells, it looks just like Omo. All right, thank you. Hope you enjoyed the video.